Today we're going to take you on a hot lap around the Bahrain International Circuit. So we're going to do a slow lap first, just to show you the pinpoints of the track and how the track is on a lap. And then the second lap will be an actual hot lap to see how fast we can go around the circuit. So main straight, you want to open your DRS, have it open, again you around a second per lap, but coming into the first corner, you want to brake just at the start of the curb, stay to the left, and you want to try and clip this curb here. The good thing about this track is you haven't got to keep to the racing line, because there's loads of different ways you can go around the circuit. But if you keep on the curbs, you should be fine. Coming to turn 4, you want to brake on the 100-meter board, so brake here, follow straight, and again try and clip the curb and follow it all the way out to this curb here without going over track limits. We've got a chicane coming up. You want to stick to the curves, but you don't want to ride them. So you don't want to be on. You don't want to be all over the curves, otherwise you'll unsettle the car. This next part is a downhill braking. So there's loads of different ways you can brake down here. I like to brake on the board. So you brake just after the board on the left. You haven't exactly got to clip the curb on this corner. It would be nice to, but you don't have to. This is probably the trickiest corner of the track. So we've got downhill and turning. So you want to turn, brake in a straight line, and again try and clip the curb if you can, but it's not necessary. Open your DRS again for another straight. Now this next corner, which is turn 10, you want to brake in between the 100 and the 50, so brake around the 75 meter. Again, clip the curb, follow it all the way around. Now with this corner, you do not want to be on this curb at all. If you're on this curb on the right, your car will just spin, depending on what setup you have. This next one again, bit of a dodgy braking zone. I like to brake on the yellow board just on the right there. And then now coming down onto the final corner, you want to brake just as the curb starts there, just same as turn 1. And that is a little guide on how to handle the Bahrain track. Now here we go for a hot lap, DRS open, along the main straight, braking just as the curb starts. So around now, brake in a straight line, get as close as you can to that curb there, cut the curb there and follow the curb across, stay into the left hand side of the track, DRS open. You want to brake on the 100, clip the curb if you can and follow it all the way out without going over track limits. Coming into the chicane here, again you don't want to ride the curbs, but you just want to be near them. Braking on the left board to the left, getting close to that curb as we can, riding out to the left, coming down for downhill braking, turn, brake in a straight line. I have screwed that up. Right. I'm going to show you how to do a tour. I'm going to do a hot lap, guys, on the Bahrain International Circuit. So the first lap is going to be a slow lap, taking you through the circuit and braking points and turning points. And then the second lap is going to be our fast lap. So we're on the main straight. The first thing you want to do is open DRS. The first corner can be quite tricky where we see a lot of locking up. But for the first corner, you want to brake around here. So just before the 100 on this curb, that's where you want to be braking. You haven't exactly got to hit the curb, so you want to brake. You can go wide like this, or you can cut properly in. It depends on your style. This next one, you kind of want to go across the curb and follow it all the way around. Cut that curb and come to the left hand side. For this next one, you want to brake on the 100. So brake at the 100, follow the curb. If you can try and clip the curb, that'd be great, because that will then guide you all the way out to the end of this track here. Try not to go over track limits. The chicane, you want to be near the curbs, but you don't want to be riding them, otherwise it will unsettle the car. And again, just being near to the curbs, bringing it on the way out. That left board there, Lenovo, you want to brake just after that board. So if you can brake around here, that would be perfect. This corner again, you haven't got to hit the curb exactly, but the nearest you can get to it, the better. Try not to go over track limits again. This is probably the hardest braking zone of the circuit. So you want to come to the left, brake in a straight line, follow it out, and again cut in. Try and get close to the curb as you can, but it's not a necessity. DRS open, coming into turn 10, you want to brake in between the 100 and the 50 metre board, so around the 70 metres. So you want to brake probably around here, brake here, follow it in, clip the curb and try and ride the curb all the way out and try and stay on the line. This curb on the right, you don't want to be on that curb because that can cause the car to really unsettle and spin. Fast corner here, brake just after the yellow board you've just seen on the right. Try and get over as you can to that bollard and then follow the track out. Back straight now, coming up to the final corner. You want to brake just as the curb starts on this final corner. So you probably want to brake around here on the white line, and that will guide you nicely in for the final corner. And now here is going to be our fast lap for the Bahrain International Circuit. So DRS open, coming into the first corner, brake just before the 100 or just as the curb starts. So around now you want to brake again, not necessarily to hit the curb as long as you keep it nice and clean. Cut across the curb here, but don't cut it too much, otherwise you'll get a track limits infringement. Come up to turn 4, you want to brake on the 100 metres if you can. Try and clip this curb here, and that will bring you all the way out to the left without going over track limits. Hit the curbs, but don't ride them, as that will make the car unsettle. Brake just after the Livorno board, and again clip the curb, but don't go out too wide, otherwise you'll lose a lot of lap time. Turn 9, you want to brake as soon as you turn, brake in a straight line, and then try and clip the curb if you can, but if not, it's not too damaging within lap time. Coming to turn 10, again, but in between 150 metres, around now, on the curb. Follow the curbs round, but don't go on this curb here, otherwise you'll unsettle the car. Brake after the yellow board here. Gone a bit wide there, but if you can clip that curb, that'd be perfect. Coming into last corner, brake at the 100. Try and clip the curb, and there's a lap of Bahrain. I'm now going to do another lap without speaking, just so I can concentrate and you guys can just watch this lap. You guys comment what track you want me to do next, and hopefully you've learned something today, and I will see you on the racetrack.